Longing stirs in my soul, draws me near, calls me close, deeper into this love that won't run out, won't dry up. Oh, let it rain.
Hi, my name's Jared Fenter. I work for Kerry Job as a front of house audio engineer, and on this tour I'm currently doing monitors. From South Africa, now based in Nashville, and proud to be using DPA mics. Hillsong Church, which is quite a massive factor in the Christian industry. I joined up their church when they came to South Africa, and I got involved with them, and you know, they just threw me in the deep end. I knew nothing about audio, knew nothing about production. After a couple of years being in it, you just start to realize that quality makes such a difference. And yeah, you know, like starting out with other products and moving my way to a DPA capsule now has just, you know, you can hear that difference. And it's the small things. Kerry likes to usually venture out in front of the PA, going onto thrusts, and you know, that I would usually get feedback. Just changing over to a DPA capsule has allowed me to like get a lot more gain before that feedback. She has a very dynamic vocal range. Now with the DPA, you know, it's a lot more controllable. What I would say is that, you know, the pattern on the capsule has definitely made a difference with, I used to get a lot of drum bleed, cymbal bleed, and from the old capsules, and now using this new capsule, I don't get as much unless she has to like directly, you know, move her mic away from her mouth and point it in the direction of the cymbals. That's probably the worst time you can hear it. But in the past, I mean, I had to resort to getting, you know, baffles up to prevent that drum bleed. And now on this tour, we currently aren't using any, and it's helped a lot with this new capsule. Things that I would recommend to other engineers out there is that, you know, with using the de facto, I've had to spend less time perfecting her vocal. And yes, other capsules could get the job done, but they might not get it done correctly in every single venue that I've been in. And it's the small things. It's like, you know, pops, sibilance. Those are all factors that I don't have to spend too much time on now in fixing. It's given me a whole lot more confidence to know that when Kerry walks out onto stage, I don't have to stress about, oh my gosh, is it gonna feedback now, you know, things like that. But if your audience walks away not hearing her vocal, you know, they're gonna say it was a bad show. But you know, like everything else could have sounded great. But knowing that I don't have to spend as much time on a vocal now means I can just focus on the entire mix. I can work on things, I can work on my effects, I can work on, you know, just the small things that in the past you kind of just get to a point where you're like, you know, I don't have time for this right now. So that's made a massive difference in not having to constantly worry about her mic. Thanks DPA, I look forward to using you on more gigs and trying out your other microphones. It's been great using you guys.